The frontal lobe is one of the four main areas of the brain. It controls voluntary movement, verbal expression, and problem solving.
Dude, why didn't I land that one? Think I need more flip. Thanks, Frontal Lobe. The parietal lobe is the top of our upper brain, and it's one of the four major areas of the cerebrum. This area deals with reception of sensory information from the contralateral body side, and it's associated with touching. That's rough. The motor cortex is the region of the brain that is involved in voluntary movements. Dang, I feel like picking up my board. The sensory cortex includes portions of the cerebral cortex that process and make sense out of information gathered by our five senses: vision, sound, smell, taste, and touch. I just fell, that's why I'm hurting. The cerebellum is located below the occipital area and next to the brainstem. It's responsible for balance. The central trunk of the mammalian brain is the brainstem. It consists of the medulla oblongata, the pons, and the midbrain. Reticular formation is a small structure located at the top of the brainstem, and it's responsible to regulate attention, arousal, sleep, awake, and consciousness. The Ventricles area is associated with reading.
Yo, bro, are you sponsored?
Mm-hmm.
Revive.
The temporal lobe is responsible for hearing.
Dang, that was loud.
The cerebral cortex is responsible for the process of thought, perception, and memory, and serves as the seat of advanced motor functions.
That was legitness.
The pituitary gland is the master gland of the body. It is important in controlling growth and development and the functioning of other endocrine glands.
Dude, you're tall.
Thanks to my pituitary gland. The medulla oblongata is located in the brainstem. It controls respiration, circulation, wakefulness, breathing, and heart rate. The cerebral peduncle is an area that consists of the cortex, the spinal cord, and the cerebellum. The amygdala is located in the middle of the brain area, and it's highly involved in emotional processing. The Corpus Callosum is a bundle of nerve fibers which connects the two brain hemispheres. The pons is the critical relay station for our senses.
Damn! Did I just see that?
The ventricles of the brain are a communication network of cavities filled with cerebrospinal fluid.
Rob, I can do what you can do.
Yeah, go for it. Looks like he hurt his head. At least his ventricles protected his brain. The hippocampus is found deep in the temporal lobe, and it's strongly involved in learning and memory formation. Nah, dude, you gotta drag your front foot up more.
Okay. I just learned how to ollie.
The superior cholestasis refers to the rostral bump on the lateral part of the midbrain. It is, in fact, a pair of two cholestae, superior and inferior, on either side of the midbrain that together constitute the tectrum. The inferior cholestasis is the principal midbrain nucleus of the auditory pathway that receives input from several peripheral brainstems nuclei in the auditory pathway. The Angular Gyrus is a region of the brain in the Parietal Lobe. It is involved in a number of processing related to language, number processing, memory retrieval, and attention.
Dude, I don't remember how to do that trick.
Dude, you gotta look deeper in your memory.
The Basalt Ganglia is a group of structures linked to the thalamus in the base of the brain involving coordination and movement. The thalamus is a structure in the middle of the brain. It is located between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain. It works to correlate several important processes including consciousness, sleep, and sensory interpretation. The bronchus area is responsible for producing language.
Yo, you got the time?
Sorry, ich spreche leider kein Englisch. Schnitzer! The association area is an area in the brain that connects sensory and motor areas and is thought to be concerned with higher mental activities. Los! I see dead people. The optic chiasm is the part of the brain where the optic nerves partially cross.
The limbic system is composed of structures in the brain and deal with emotions, as well as memories.